Hello, Umut here. Welcome to another video. Today it's very exciting because I'm going to try some new products. These are Distress Oxides. There are many videos already, including Tim Holtz himself made many tutorials. However, I'm going to do it anyway. I like it when different people try the products. I saw the amazing effects that these inks make, but now I will see it for myself. I didn't try these before, so I'm trying and recording at the same time. I have 6 of the colors yet. I didn't order them all. This is cracked pistachio. I just applied some on a watercolor cardstock and I'm splashing some water just to see the effect. I hope I can catch on the camera. It has an effect that other distress inks don't have. This is the oxidation effect. And I'm trying some of the broken china on the other part of the paper. And I am splashing the water again just to see the effect. Probably if I was patient a little bit, the effect would be a little bit different. But anyway, here is a quick tutorial. And I am trying another color, iced spruce, I think this is, and I'm again applying in the same way on the cardstock, and I will splash some water, and probably I will leave this aside to dry naturally just to see. And I will try some of the vintage photo now. This is one of my favorite colors, I use it a lot. And the applying process is easier, I must say, because it's a combination of pigment and dye ink. The application is more even and easier. I really like the effect on vintage photo. Now I'm going to try another color, faded jeans, and I love the combination of these two colors as well. And as I said, I decided to leave them aside to see the natural process. And I'm going to apply peeled paint on the other side as well. And I will splash some more color on the water on the others, and I will see the drying effect. I left this aside for you to see after a while, so you can see the effect. I really like it. It's different than the normal distress inks. And me being me, I forgot again to press the record button, but I didn't do anything so difficult. I applied 3 of the colors, peeled paint, iced spruce and vintage photo, making a background on my journal. And I splashed a lot of water and I created the background with this effect. The concept of this journal is coffee, so since I used some Tim Holtz products already, I will continue using the stamps that has many coffee cups. So I am stamping 3 of them on a regular cardstock with a dark brown color, memento ink, rich cocoa. So here is how the page looks after drying for some time. I really like it. You couldn't make this effect even if you want to. And now I'm going to stamp some coffee splashes. I'm using archival ink in sepia and I have various stamps with splashes, so I'm just changing them from one to other and applying it randomly on my page. I'm going to apply some mini splatters as well. I looked for this splatter stamp ages. I saw it in another blog and I was crazy to find them because it leaves really nice splatters very randomly on the page. So I'm going to do it all over the page, here and there. And here is how my background is looking at the moment. I really like it. And it's time to color the coffee cups easily. I'm using my Distress inks I'm imagining this is a cold coffee and I decided the flavor is mango, so I'm using an orange color. And then actually for the rest, I'm imagining the cups are white, so I'm just trying to give them some shadowing, and I will keep doing it when I use my big brush markers to give some shadow. I cut my cups and I'm trying to see where I want to place them. Before I do anything, I will stamp the sentiment because it's a long sentiment. It's in the heart of the journal, and I will place everything else accordingly. I am again using Memento ink in rich cocoa color, and I am using two different alphabet sets. One is worn letters from Tim Holtz and one is Kaiser Craft's Grunge alphabet. I'm just sticking the coffee cups. Before I do, I want to have a paper holder on the hot coffee. So I'm cutting this cardstock that looks like the ones in the coffee shops, and I am sticking it on it. It adds a nice detail. And I realized very much later I stamped the coffee and lukewarm, not so straight, but I will pretend everything is okay. After all, this is an art journal, so what can we do? Now I will do the shading. This is really important because now the coffee cups look like they are hanging in the air, not blended into the background. I'm using various colors of Faber-Castell pit brush markers to do some shading so that they look like they belong to the page. I'm using various colors, grays, browns, greens and oranges according to what is behind them. And also this way I can do the shading on the cups so they will look like they have some sort of color. You will see the colors I am using down below at the description area among the supply list. You will find everything on my blog as well, also the close-up pictures of the project as usual. And the sentiment is very close to my heart because I love coffee, either very cold or hot, never lukewarm as it says. So when I saw it, I said I need to do a page with this sentiment. Now I will take my time and do this shading properly and leave you with some music. And this time I want to have an interesting border. So I chose one of my stamps that has a nice border elements. I think this stamp set, which you will find down below, had 4 or 5 different border stamps. So I just stamped one of them all around my page. And here and there I also decided to stamp these coffee grains which belong to the same stamp set by Tim Holtz. For all this I used my sepia archival ink. Now I will give some more interest in the border. Some of the squares I will color in white so that it looks more interesting. I'm using my Faber-Castell paint pen. Here you can see I colored some of them. And to bring everything together, I will also do some splashes in white. You will see when I stamped the border, I didn't care if it was so nice and tidy, neat. In the end, it looks fine. Actually, when it's random, it looks even better. To do the splashes, I used my Ecoline acrylic ink. I love it, it's very opaque, so for splashes it's perfect. And finally, I'm using my Uniball Signo white gel pen to go over the sentiment and to give some highlights. This way they come to life and again blend with the page better and pop out, become more legible. I'm also giving some highlights to my cups as well. And here is the finished look. I really like the Distress Oxides. Probably I will play with them more. Tell me what you think, and I hope you enjoyed the video and the little demonstration that I tried to do. If you like my projects, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, or hit the like button down below. That's how I know you want to see more. And thanks to all for your lovely comments every time I post a video. I really value them and I try to write to all of you. As I said, you will find full list of supplies down below at the description area or in my blog. Thanks for watching and see you next time.